Well, I told you guys about two stocks that I was investing in about 2 weeks ago. One of them was Gildan Activewear, and that ended up blowing up in my face. I think I bought it around 54. I ended up selling it at 51. I wrote it up and wrote it back down because Jehoshaphat shorted Gil and exposed that they had been inventory stuffing. Of course, my thesis broke down at that point. I really didn't like the CEO, and I had feelings that I sort of pushed aside about the CEO because, after all, none of these investments are value investments. It's very hard to find value investments in this market, guys. I have my eye on some stocks and will be telling you about them later, but these are basically position plays. These are swing trades, and it didn't go very well. Elf, the makeup company, was the other company that I invested in. I bought a bunch of shares at $49 a share, and I'm happy to report, guys, that it went up to a high of, I think, 74.70. It is kissing 75, and that investment wiped out and far surpassed any of the losses on the Gill investment. I am still in Elf. I sold a little bit over half of my shares as it went to 74, just because of the fact that, first of all, I had set a price target of about 70. And what I do in these trades and these position plays is that I have a trailing stop. So as it went to 72, 73 today, I set a hard stop at 70, and then I sold over half of them. It already started ticking down a bit in after hours trading, but ELF, I still believe long term will corroborate my thesis if the Rode acquisition is going well. And of course, ELF acquired, I think about a year ago, Rode, which is the makeup company of the wife of Justin Bieber. And from what I hear, those products are selling very well. Of course, the downside to ELF is that it is trading at about right now 150 PE ratio. And that is why my plan is to be completely out of ELF by about July 20th. Why? Because earnings report is coming on August 5th. And while it could tick up due to great earnings, it could also go down 20%, as it has in the recent past, if it even misses or even meets the earnings expectations of Wall Street. So I'm going to be out of ELF. I'm going to jump in right after earnings. And again, well, I may or may not jump in because I'm going to keep studying and I want to generate a thesis as to whether or not I think that their sales are going to be great coming into the holiday season. And that has a lot to do with the micro factors, things on the ground. It also has a lot to do with macro factors. How's the economy going to be this holiday season? How are gas prices going to be? What's going to go on with this conflict with Iran? And how's that going to impact consumer behavior? It has not yet been as catastrophic as certain people have predicted, but I have to think about all of these factors. But as of now, a trade very well done. I'm very happy with ELF, and I'm looking at several other stocks. And if I have any other theses for position plays or for swing trades, I will report it on this channel. You heard it here first. Again, we lost a little bit on Gill, but a staggering success with ELF, and I'll keep you posted coming up in the next few days on my next investment picks. Have a wonderful week, ladies and gentlemen.